Welcome to Rays of Hope, where inspiration meets possibilities. Join us on this journey as we explore videos that illuminate the path to positivity, resilience, and success. In Part 2, we'll continue revealing the most common trust issue patterns and what they really mean. If you're ready to build stronger, healthier relationships, let's keep going. Keeping relationships surface level. Emotional depth requires vulnerability, and vulnerability requires trust. Someone with trust issues might keep conversations light, avoiding topics that feel too revealing. They'll stick to safe ground, talking about work or hobbies instead of feelings, steering clear of past relationship stories, theirs or yours. Rarely asking deep questions, how do you really feel about that? Surface-level connections are like wading in the shallow end of a pool. It feels safer, but you never get to swim. Without diving deeper, the relationship stays stuck in neutral. Notice these patterns? They're not red flags, just signals that trust needs rebuilding. The good news? Recognizing them means you're already halfway there. Overcompensating or controlling behavior. When trust is shaky, some people try to control the unpredictable, like their partner's time or friendships. It's less about power and more about fear. If they can manage every variable, maybe they won't get hurt. But relationships aren't meant to be micromanaged. Control might feel like safety in the moment, but it pushes people away over time. Micromanaging partners' time. Ever had someone demand constant updates on your schedule? A partner with trust issues might insist on knowing where you are, who you're with, and when you'll be back, not out of care, but out of fear. They're not trying to be clingy, they're trying to quiet their own anxiety. Signs this is about trust. Not just poor time management, getting upset if you deviate from plans, even slightly. Pressuring you to check in more often than feels reasonable. Acting uneasy when you have independent plans. It's like they're holding a map of your life, desperate to avoid any unexpected turns. The irony? Trust grows when partners have space to be themselves, not when they're on a tight leash. Isolating the partner from friends. A partner who distrusts might see your friendships as threats. They'll downplay your connections or outright discourage them, labeling others as bad influences or overly involved. This isolation isn't always loud, sometimes it's subtle guilt trips or passive comments like, "You always have time for them, but not for me." Red flags. This is about control, not concern. Making you feel guilty for spending time with others. Criticizing your friends or family without valid reasons. Slowly becoming the only person you rely on emotionally. Healthy relationships have room for outside connections. Cutting them off doesn't prevent betrayal, it just leaves one person stranded. If your partner fears abandonment, isolating you won't fix it. Only trust can. These behaviors don't make someone a villain. They're coping mechanisms, but ones that backfire. Recognizing them is the first step towards something better. Difficulty accepting apologies or forgiveness. When trust is broken, even sincere apologies can feel hard to accept. Some people hold on to resentment, replaying old mistakes like a broken record. It's not that they enjoy staying upset, they just don't know how to let go. If your partner struggles to move past conflicts, it might signal deeper trust issues. Bringing up past mistakes repeatedly. Revisiting old arguments keeps wounds fresh. Instead of healing, the relationship stays stuck in a cycle of blame. A partner might bring up that one time you were late or forgot an anniversary, even after you've apologized. Why does this happen? Past hurts feel safer to focus on than the risk of new ones. Forgiveness requires vulnerability. And vulnerability feels dangerous when trust is low. Holding on to grudges becomes a shield against future disappointment. Every time an old mistake resurfaces, it erodes trust a little more. It's like trying to build a house on sand. Nothing solid can grow if the foundation keeps shifting. Doubt over sincere efforts. Even when you try to make things right, a partner with trust issues might second-guess your motives. They'll wonder, are they really sorry, or just saying what I want to hear? Is this effort temporary, or will they slip back into old habits? Signs they doubt your sincerity. Downplaying your attempts to change, "You're only doing this because I complained?" testing you with small traps, waiting to see if you'll repeat the mistake. Hesitating to acknowledge progress, as if waiting for the other shoe to drop. Trust isn't rebuilt in grand gestures, it's earned through consistent actions over time. But if every effort is met with skepticism, it's hard to break the cycle. Holding on to resentment doesn't protect anyone. It just keeps both partners locked in the past. The good news? Recognizing this pattern means you're already closer to change. Trust issues show up in subtle ways: emotional withdrawal, constant suspicion, reluctance to commit, controlling behavior, and difficulty forgiving. These patterns don't mean a relationship is doomed, they signal where work is needed. The first step is recognizing them without blame. Rebuilding trust takes time, but it starts with honest conversations and small, consistent actions. Therapy can help unpack past hurts, and setting clear boundaries creates safety. If you see these signs in your relationship, know that change is possible. If trust feels broken, reach out for support. Sometimes an outside perspective makes all the difference. You don't have to fix everything alone. Thank you for joining us on this uplifting journey with Rays of Hope. Please comment, like, share, and subscribe to stay tuned for more videos that spark hope and empowerment. Until next time, keep shining brightly. Thank you for watching.